The reason she was abandoned is heartbreakingly simple. Her owners looked at her crooked legs, turned away, and decided she wasn't good enough. They left her on a cold floor, making her feel like she was too broken to be loved. Her name is Tilly, and for a long time, she believed that she didn't deserve a home. Tilly was born on a cold morning beneath a small roof in a quiet corner of the city. She was just a tiny puppy with pale fur, weak legs, and a fragile little body. But in the beginning, her heart was full of hope. When she opened her eyes for the very first time, she saw her family gathered around her. Their faces glowed with joy, and their hands were gentle as they held her close. She believed, with all the innocence in her little heart, that life would always be this warm. She thought her life would be filled with laughter, kisses, and the comfort of being loved forever. But slowly, something changed in the house. The joy in their eyes dimmed whenever they looked at her. Their laughter softened into an awkward silence. At first, Tilly didn't understand what was happening. She tried to believe they were just tired or busy. But deep down, she sensed it. They didn't see her the same way anymore. She was different from the other puppies. She was small, imperfect, and a little crooked. Her legs didn't move as the others did. Her face wasn't as pretty as they wanted. And sadly, the world can be unkind to dogs who don't look perfect. Then came the day she will never forget. They lifted her into a car. She trembled in their arms, searching their faces, hoping for the smile that always meant, "You're safe." But this time, their expressions were cold. There was no warmth and no softness. There was just silence. They carried her into a place she had never seen before, a gloomy shelter filled with loud barks, fear, and forgotten souls. They placed her on the cold floor and simply walked away. There was no last hug. There was no goodbye. She watched their car disappear through the metal bars, and with it, the little world she once belonged to faded away. For days, she sat by the door, waiting and hoping to see them return. But no one came. People walked in and out of the shelter every day, looking for a pet. They chose beautiful dogs, big dogs, and healthy dogs, but never her. In their eyes, she was too strange, too weak, and too broken to bother with. She started to believe them. She curled up in her corner, trying to make herself invisible so she wouldn't have to feel the rejection anymore. She thought this cold corner was where her story would end. Then one day, everything changed. A woman entered the shelter with her husband. She wasn't like the others who just walked past. Her eyes softened immediately when she saw Tilly. She knelt and moved very slowly so Tilly wouldn't be scared. She held out her hand gently. Tilly sniffed her fingers, expecting pity or rejection. But what she felt was love. It was pure and real. They didn't care about her legs. They chose her. They took her home that same day. At first, Tilly didn't know how to trust again. She kept her distance in the new house. She lowered her head whenever they came close, afraid they might leave her just like the first family did. But her new parents were patient. They fed her gently and played with her, even when she didn't know how to play back. They whispered soft words that wrapped around her heart like a warm blanket. Little by little, she stepped closer. She learned the sound of their laughter, and she learned the safety of their hands. Slowly, she lifted her head and looked into their eyes, and what she saw there was real love. Days turned into weeks, and the transformation was amazing. Tilly began to run and play. She began to feel joy bubbling inside her. Her legs grew stronger with exercise, and her fur grew softer with good food. Her eyes sparkled with something she thought she had lost forever: hope. They didn't just give her food or shelter, they gave her a new heart and a new life. Today, she is not that frightened puppy hiding in a corner. She is Tilly, a happy dog with toys scattered across the yard. She has friends who play with her every morning and humans who love her exactly as she is. She runs until she's out of breath, sleeps in warm blankets, and wakes up every day knowing she belongs. This is the story of a puppy who once believed she was unwanted, only to learn that somewhere out there, there is always a heart waiting for you. Love doesn't look for perfection. Love looks for connection. And Tilly finally found hers. If Tilly's happy ending made you smile, please give this video a like.